Welcome. Happy Monday. Thanks for dropping in. If you're new here, consider subscribing or hitting that follow button. If you want to learn more about my project, you can drop by datafabrications.com. I've got some extra information there for you. And if you feel like you want to support me, drop by the merch store. See if anything tickles your fancy, or maybe consider donating a coffee. Either way, thanks for stopping by. And where were we? We were doing ladder coding. Okay, hold on, something's wrong. There we go. You're gonna try and get people in here. I'm gonna try to get you 101k. Sounds awesome. How you doing, Waking? Happy Monday. 1k. Oh. Yeah, I'd be close. I do be close to that 1k. Alright. So, we gotta do a blend space for this ladder. It can't just have the movement, otherwise it's gonna look weird when we stop. And we're gonna do that by setting them up. Well, we're gonna do that by grabbing all these controls, deleting everything. Not bad. I'm not bad. I ended up sleeping longer than I wanted to sleep today. And then I got invested in an anime called Gamera. Gamera? Let me look this up. Gamara. Gamera. Oh, okay. It felt like a Godzilla knockoff, so that makes sense. But, yeah, Netflix has a series for it. It's kind of good. Not gonna lie. Alright. Nope. Hold on. Forgot this first section. Okay. We can move it. Probably bring it up a little bit. I'll bring both of our feet. Rotate them back a little bit. Rotate our whole back end. Whew. Okay. What is my opinion on Unity? I started, Unity was the first game engine I worked in. I don't mind it. I think the monetization set they have on Unity is a little ridiculous. I don't know. So back, basically, because I started with Flash games. I used to make a bunch of like arcade rip-offs and stuff like that. And then when I started going to school for game development, I started with a trade school, and they showed me Unreal and Unity. Unreal at the time was just a little easier for me to kind of grasp, because back then Unity was hard-coded. I know they have node-based coding now too, but node-based coding just kind of worked with me a little bit better because I'm an artist. What's up, CZ? How you be, my guy? Um, I don't mind Unity. I prefer Unreal. Uh, you know, from like a monetization standpoint, and everything else. Oh God, sorry guys. CZ is all right. I'm doing good, man. I slept a lot longer than I wanted to today, but you know, I work like 10, 11-hour days every week or every day, pretty much. So it's gonna happen. Yeah, I work too much, I think. I need to start investing. Yeah, I was telling Waking, I just found this anime on Netflix. This game is gonna be fun. I hope so. I hope so. I'm trying to make it fun. I think I'm getting a lot of good response from it, so, you know, fingers crossed. This will be... Save this as ladder idol. Okay. You're going to play it. Hell yeah. I'm excited to start getting it into people's hands, but I do want like an actual chunk of what the game's gonna be to be able to release early access instead of throwing something in that's really not representative of like the actual game. Is there a vinyl player in the game? Not yet. Could be. Do you want a vinyl player? What do you want it to do? Alright, we can make one. Not too bad. Ladder idle. Go ahead and save that. Play Grim soundtrack. There's only 2 songs in it though. On a 33. We do something. Let me get more songs before I start putting that in the playlist here. I'm gonna write more songs before I put it in the playlist here. Okay, so in terms of exporting an animation to game, really the only important part is that you need to have all of your frames keyframed. So I don't know how Blender does it, but Unity, how many songs are gonna be in the game? Well, just from me downloading a bunch of these tracks, it seems about standard to have like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's probably about like 30, 40 songs that I've got to write. Alright, so RAM, go animation. It started as a bio file. God, I'm sorry guys. That's at least 3 LPS. I don't know what that means. LPS. LPS song. Final long play. Okay. Is it 3 vinyl? Because, like, each song is only about, like, a minute, 2 minutes. For game soundtracks. I don't really know how much vinyl holds. Finals hold, though. Okay. Ladder idle. We'll go ahead and export it. The only thing we really have to keep in mind is this bake animation thing on that FBX export. Is the Grimm soundtrack going to be on vinyl? 3 grooves on all sides. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. You know, we'll have to get to that point, and then we'll talk about, like, you know, collector's items and stuff like that. I'm not against it by any means. Okay. So we'll do ladder idle. Base T-pose. I'll buy 2 if you do. Okay. Yeah, once we get a little bit further along, you know, my main focus is trying to get the game done. It's going to be done in 2 parts. We're going to have a single player and then a multiplayer. So we needed to create a blend space for this. So we need to go to blend space, base T-pose. That's not the right blend space. That's a 3-dimensional blend space, which you don't really need. Blend space 1D. Base T-pose skeleton. This will be ladder. Are you going to do a let's play for your 1K special? I had to think about what I'm going to do for 1K. We might do a let's play or something. Sorry. Ladder and BP, or not BP, yeah, whatever. That'll work. Open up our ladder and you're gonna go eat? Alrighty, you enjoy your food. Don't be throwing any chickens on your desktop. I hope you pass Glamrock Candy the Cat. Oh, that one. Y'all want dumplings? Yeah, bring us some dumplings. Sounds good. They do sound good. Nah, you cooked them for lunch today. Oh, okay. Hold on. So access we don't need a maximum value of 100. We only need a maximum value of 1 because that's all our stick axis is going to be. It's going to make it a little bit easier. Alright, so basically the way this is going to work is ladder climb will be put in the one spot right about here. I mean, we could do like 0.5, but ladder idle. Why am I able to? This is a 1D, isn't it? That's weird. Okay. It didn't matter. We can pause. Okay, so that just plays it. There's a way to... I don't know, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay, got our letter in them. We need to define going up and down the ladder, so that'll need to pull up a tutorial. I just want to see how somebody else does it before I try to make a jumbled mess of nonsense. Moving object along a spline. Move an object. Okay. Game dev care. Cave. This guy does a bunch of shorts. I was actually watching him today. No. What is this? Oh, Daz 3D. Daz 3D is actually a really cool software.
Maybe seen it in a previous tutorial of mine, moving around here. And you might think, what's so special about that? You've
Lamrock Candy is going to pass me again here saying, well, I don't know if I'm ever
the difference here is this one is moving along a spline, and we can put any actor we want on this spline. So if I, for instance, say, oh, let's actually put this one on here, now we have that. I don't want that, so let's not do that and just put you back over where you belong, but we can put any actor we want on this. So if we, for instance, have an actor that's, I don't know, a turret that's shooting at the player or something like that, right? We can have it moving over this spline and still be a functioning actor in its own right. Luckily, it's a really easy thing to make. So let's get into it. Starting by making a blueprint class, let's make a normal actor and call it spline movements.
Okay, so make our actor. We already made our actor. It's going to be this ladder right here. So let's undock our content browser. Pull up a ladder. Open up ladder blueprint right here. Okay.
Or whatever you want, really. Then when we open that up, the first thing you want to do is add a new spline component, because of course we're making a spline here, so that just makes sense. In the event,
but we already have a lot of this done, so
the begin overlap or event tick, so just delete those. But
don't delete those.
Make a new custom event.
Just leave them there.
And,
you can use them later.
Play timeline, because that's what we're gonna do with it. We're gonna play the timeline, and that one is gonna run on event begin play. So play timeline.
Okay. So, since he's running an actor, basically what he's saying is on event begin play, they have 102K. Oh, pass your other channel. So what he's saying is, like, basically on event begin play, he wants this to happen. That's not what we want to happen. Basically, we want to, and let me show you my third person character And the reason I had those little light bulbs going off. It's alright. There's a lot of tutorials out there, and they really don't. Like, they do a good job of explaining what they're trying to do, but, like, you can do a lot with what some of these people are teaching you. Hey. Let's stop tearing open the back of my chair. Tired of zipping that up. Okay. So we got our third person character. Let's go to our event graph. I should have, yeah, one that says light bulb. Okay. Now, if you look at this, interacting, at least they, yeah, 4.27, Jesus. Yeah. You'd be growing pretty quick. Alright, so under event tick, we can run a branch. Yeah, so here's what we need to do. This will be its own thing. We're gonna sequence that out. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this will be our sequence for interacting. So this will be, we go ahead and bubble that out. This will be can climb. Okay. It's just saying, hey, my player is in the range to climb this ladder, and then there's going to be a climbing. This will branch. Since both of these are dependent on that, we'll okay. Interacting is what we need, so INTRACE get interacting. So now the reason we're making that distinction is, well, he's saying when the game plays, I want this to move along this line. I'm saying when the player hits the interacting button, which is X, or something else on keyboard, I forget, I want it to start moving along this line. That's the only distinction.
And it might not surprise you that play timeline, first thing we're going to do is we're going to add a timeline. But instead...
Okay. So I'm just going to use a timeline to do this. So if interacting is true, we're going to play timeline. We can go his route and do a custom event. We don't necessarily need to do that, but we'll do it for the sake of semi-random tutorials that I've been starting to do. So basically we do custom event. We don't want to drag it off of something. Custom EV and add custom event. Alright, we'll call this climb ladder. Okay. Now, the main reason you want to do this is so you don't have like a jumble of spaghetti on your code and you can kind of move the interaction somewhere else. It's not that big of a deal here, but we'll do it for the sake of doing it. So, when interacting is true, we're going to climb ladder. Right? Climb ladder, target can be self, should be able to be self.
Of it being
And he's saying we're going to make a timeline. So, let's make a timeline. Add timeline. This will be Call it ladder line. Okay. Alright, we'll move these out. We'll create our own little setup here. We'll create a comment. This will be pointing ladder. Okay, I want to show bubble while zoomed. Well, let's not show bubble while zoomed because I'm gonna have an overarching bubble for that.
Hooked up into play, we're going to disconnect that and we're going to hook it up into play from start, just to be sure. We never want to play from any other place other than from the very start.
That is not true. We actually do want to play from other places, but we'll get into that later. So our start is going to be, if we're moving it along this timeline from like point A to point B, this will be start, that will be end. But if our player hits here, we want to play it from the other way, which we could do reverse from end or something else, but it's not true. Sometimes you do want to play it from other locations.
Opening up our timeline itself, we can add a track, a flow
Sure.
track to be specific. We can set the length to 1, and we can use last keyframe if you want instead. I generally just do both, just to be sure that I don't miss anything. Set the timer value of a first key to 0 and 0, then add a second key, and set the timer value both to 1.
Okay. So I'm going to set 1. So he created, what did he do?
Now, then, is anything?
Hold on.
Use last keyframe if you want and be specific. We can set the length to 1.
Okay. So he's just adding a key. We'll do 0, 0. Okay. We're adding a second key. That'll be 1 and 1. Okay.
And we can use last keyframe if you want instead. I generally just do both, just to be sure that I don't miss anything. Set the timer value of a first key to 0 and 0, then add a second key and set the timer value both to 1. Now we're going to add a lerp node. This will give an output going from the value A to value B based on the alpha. The alpha will be...
Okay. So what a lerp node is it basically moves unilaterally from like one point to the other. It just creates like a smooth transition. So basically what he's going to do, he's going to find the start position of his ladder and his end position of his ladder. And start will be A, whatever will be B. Alpha will be the timer. So that's just saying go from here to here in X amount of time. Yeah. I wouldn't care if you passed me on subs. I just don't think that game development is as engaging as like Let's Plays and stuff like that. I think for game developers, you kind of have to you have to keep at it, show people that you're continuing to work on your project. Like the added benefit is you get to talk about your game before it's done. So that's really what it's about. But I don't think I just don't think it gains as much traction as Let's Plays. Lerps. Not slurp. What the hell is a slurp? L-E-R-P. So that will be alright. We may have to do this a little bit differently than the way he's doing it. I'm not even gonna lie.
the output from our timeline, and we're going to have to get a value b. So let's get our spline and get number of spline points. We're going to subtract 1 from that. I'll explain why in a second. We're then going to get distance at spline points.
Hold on.
And get the result of our subtracted number of spline points into the points index. The reason we did the -1 after the get number of spline points is get number of spline points gives you a number that starts counting at 1. So if you have 2 spline points, it will say you have 2 spline points. But get distance along spline works based on an index value, and indexes start at 0. So if you have 2 spline points, they will be called index 0 and 1. If you then hook up 2 into that, it's going to start looking up an index that doesn't exist. So by subtracting 1 from the number of spline points, we'll get what we need out of it.
That makes sense. Yeah, all indexes will start at 0, so... I mean, if you're doing an index, sometimes it starts at like -1. So like your first number is going to be 0. But, you know, whatever. Get number of spline points. Okay. He wants us to subtract that by 1. Just do a subtract. We'll subtract by 1.
This node. And then the output of that node can go into the B of the loop. So now it will loop between 0 and the distance at the last spline point. Taking another reference to that spline, we get location at distance along spline, and we use the return value from the loop to go into that. And we set the coordinate space to being world space.
Get location distance along spline. Get location distance along spline. Okay. We'll set this. We'll set this to world. Okay.
Now, finally, back at our timeline, out of the update bin, we're going to set actor location. And that location will be the location at distance along spline. So take the output from that into new location. But as it is right now, it will influence the location of the actor itself, and we want to influence another actor. Well,
okay. I need 1 million subs. I wish. But you know, it's a growing game. We'll get there eventually. Alright, so along update, we're gonna get actor set actor location. We may want to do rotation as well, since it's the player, but
luckily that's not that complicated.
this will be
just add a new variable, call it something like actor, and the variable type will be a actor. So actor, object reference, and we...
So he's setting it up so he can kind of do whatever. I don't want to do that. And it's, in fact, get set actor location isn't even going to work for the players. So we need to look at a different blueprint I made. Lantern and all. Okay. So we're gonna set world location is how it works. So we will Set world location. Okay. That well, let's delete all this. Okay. On update. Set world. Yeah. I mean, I'm almost at 1K. I wish Twitch would grow a bit more. Definitely don't get as much action on Twitch, but set world location. Default scene route. We're not doing default scene route. As a matter of fact, we're gonna pull this. We're gonna get a root component. Okay. And we're gonna set that as the target. You got a lot of new people subbed, have I? Yeah, I mean, since I started doing that, like, audio every day, it has grown my, my YouTube quite a bit, not gonna lie. Yeah, I just saw I hit 930. I appreciate it. You know, I wish a lot of those people would, like, actually check in on what I'm doing, but, you know, gotta grow somehow. Okay, so we got set world location, distance along spline. Let's see what else he's doing to this.
We make that a public one because we want to be able to influence it from the editor. We drag that in, and that'll be the target of our actor location. Dragging over that actor again, we're also going to set actor rotation because we want the actor that's moving along the spline to also face the direction that it's moving. Otherwise, it's just going to look a little weird. So we also set the rotation, and we do something very similar to that. From the spline, we're going to pull out again, and we're
Okay. Set actor rotation. No, not set world rotation. You're a bit late. You were working out. Your feet are in hell right now. I'm sorry, fentanyl for infants. Nice name change. How you be, my guy? No one checks out your stuff. Dude, it's hard. It's hard to get people, like, interested and engaged in what you're doing. Not even gonna lie. Alright. So... Okay.
going to get tangents at distance along spline. We're going to set that to world space. Use the output of the loop to get that into the distance here. And then you might
That's
think...
not how I want to do that. You're gonna start doing vertical streams? Yeah, I like it a bit better. You like what a bit better? Also, vertical streams are, it's interesting. I mean, you can definitely stream on more platforms if you're doing it that way. Okay. So this is where ladder outward direction is going to come in handy. Because that is going to... that's what we're going to use for the basis of this rotation. Get world rotation. Okay. And we'll just plug that in. File, save all. See what happens. I don't know what my interact button is on my keyboard, so we'll have to use the controller. Okay. I mean, it works. It's like an elevator right now, but alright. Okay, so... Hold on. Access none trying to read. Cast a third person character branch. Okay, we'll figure that out here in a second. Alright, so that's great. That's exactly what we wanted. Kind of. We're gonna break rotator. And we're gonna make rotator. Okay. Okay. Excuse me. So, we need to come in here. Look at this. Alright. This, we'll set that to 90. So we don't need it kind of cockeyed. Especially if it's being used to... you should get your laptop cleaned out. It runs well, but a bit off because of a ton of dirt and grime and dust in the system. Yeah, I'd say so. I should probably clean all of my computers in all honesty. They're getting kind of nasty. Okay, so we'll set that at 90. That's gonna be... I gotta times one of these by like -1 is what's going on. I'm just trying to figure out which one. You clean out your laptop, it's usually less laggy. Hey, at least the PC, and it doesn't get dirt on the literal system. Yeah, it's true. You know, not taking it out, not doing anything with that. So that do be true. Okay, so what is that, Z? Let's do a -Z, see which way I face. So we'll do X, Y, and then we're gonna times by -1. And this may go horribly. Clean the parts out with a Q-tip. Yeah, Q-tip and it's like isopropyl alcohol. Oh, hey, look, one of our user interfaces isn't loading. Yeah, you know, that was great. That's what I wanted, to be upside down while we were doing that. Something's telling me that's not what we wanted. So not Z. We'll do X. Also, something's going on with the UI, so let's go look at that real quick. Third person BP blueprints UI. Oh, it didn't save that picture. Why? It saved everything else. That's bizarre. Okay. Well, we can fix that. We just go into content. Let's find the one I had open for the user interface. UI. We'll add import. Grim. User interface. I believe it's bomb icon is the one that's not loading. And then an image. Where do I drop it? Can I just drop it in here? There we go, right there. Okay, compile, save. I'm gonna open this up and save it. I don't know why that didn't save. That's weird. Alright, let's see if we end up sideways. Nope, we're still coming in upside down. And facing the wrong way. So why is it not sideways though? It should be like sideways. Ladder BP. So it's gotta be Y. There's no other explanation. Okay. Why are we upside down? That's so weird. Okay. So that is... So it's XY. It's legitimately rotated 90 degrees on Y. So that should work right there. But we could I mean, we're also upside down for some reason, so wait, so what? I wasn't climbing upside down before, I don't think. Freak Frack, welcome. It is I, Papa Dada. How you be? My VTuber character is attractive. Thank you. It's not what that wasn't my intention when I made it, but you know. Lightbot. Do you raw dog to pictures of Razer computers or something? Hey, look. Alright. Do not be blaming people for being robosexuals. So that's what that is? My avatar is just a doodle I made in college that I ended up turning into a VTuber. Yeah, fentanyl jokes around a lot. Don't take it personally. Why am I coming in upside down? Okay, wait, I wasn't. Yeah, it's hot. Awesome. I'm glad it gets your motors running. You know, that's if you could only tell me why I'm climbing this ladder upside down, that would help. I'm gonna do this a little bit differently. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna rotate X by 180. Look, man, I've seen moddy fuckers, and I ain't got no problem with it. I like your PFP. Did you do that yourself? Pull it up on screen, but I got too many mice. It's you know, you ever see the Venture Bros? Like that first episode? It's that guy that's just really attracted to technology. The PFP looks like it's from 2016. I think it's a cool picture. I don't know what it's from. If they just drew it or who knows. Alright, what I do know, you got salt grains in your system. That sounds bad. So if I do like 180 and then 0, does that fix the issue of me climbing up this ladder upside down? It does. It does appear to do that. So that's good. Alright, next issue. I'm backwards. So what we're gonna do... we're actually gonna take this. We're gonna duplicate it. Call this ladder climb direction. Ladder climb direction. Well, I feel special. Somebody thinks I'm hot. -90. It's gonna be ladder climb direction. We're gonna make that blue to distinguish it. Okay. Don't be bugging Frick Frack. I am flattered that Frick Frack is attracted to my avatar. Genuinely. They're probably busy. Yeah, hopefully. Frick Frack, come back. You can blame it all on me. Okay. Hold on. Alright, so instead of setting the rotation by the ladder outward direction, we're going to set it by ladder climb direction. What the frick frack you say to me? Hiya. Hiya. Well, I died. That's special. Alright, we're gonna move this mouse away from us. Hold on. Beep. It's gonna make debugging a little bit easier. Well, now I'm upside down. But I am facing the right direction. Just, Okay. Whatever. Viewport. So set that to 0. Compile, save. Stop, save. Awesome. Well, I don't understand why the camera zooms in so far, though. Does it do it if the ladder isn't as close to the edge? Is it like a spacing thing? Let's try. It does appear to do it regardless, so... we can move that back. We're gonna go into our third person player. Third person character. Okay, we're gonna set a variable called climbing. Just a basic Boolean state. Climbing. Or ladder. Climb. Okay. Dealer for Arsenal. Good edit. Keep it up. Thank you. Thank you, dealer. Welcome. So yeah, we'll go into event tick. That is not cam reset. That is just a event tick. I don't. Okay. Right. We'll go over here. Create a new little reroute. Get it by hitting that. Okay, compile your comment, event tick. And from event tick, we're gonna not go into ground attack. We're gonna hit a branch. Okay, and I just want to know if ladder climb is true. And we're not going to set it in here. It's going to use coding. More than likely, they found one of my shorts and hit that join live button. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about. Or they're talking about. Because I got a short that's gaining a lot of traction right now. Honestly, I don't know. Bailey's got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Like, both her parents died, and from what I understand, she's taking care of her little siblings. Godspeed to that one. She drops in every once in a while, but not for very long. She's usually pretty busy. I miss Bailey and Luke. Those two used to be around a lot. Okay, so in the event of letters climbing, we are going to take our follow camera. Where is that? Mesh follow camera right there. Okay. We're gonna get world location, and we're going to set world location. We'll set world location. This might not be a good thing to... We'll have to do once or something. New location. We're gonna get this. We're gonna break vector, and we're gonna make vector. Not multi-gate. Make vector. Yeah, you're pretty much the only OG that drops by pretty much every stream. I know, right? Set vector. I mean, I still get Peach reaches out every once in a while, but yeah, I haven't seen Luke and Bailey for a while. Here, make vector. Yeah, I take a little break to go visit my grandparents, and then everybody's gone. 'Tis life. Alright. So viewport, I'll take follow camera. What is that, red? We'll take our X. And minus 75. What's up, Guppy boy? It be going good. How are you doing? Happy Monday. Thanks for dropping by. How are you? I don't remember if I asked that. Alright, so we're gonna do that. So if this is true, we're gonna minus. If it's false, we're gonna add 75. Okay. So we'll combine that. We'll take took our letter BP and we need to say, hey, you're climbing the ladder. So unfinished. Okay, so we're gonna take our third person. Do climb ladder. Climb. Set climb ladder. Okay. I'll take you. Okay. So Grab these. Take them. So when finished, climb ladder is gonna be done. But on update, we're gonna set climb ladder to true. Pablo, David, Villa, Louisa? Thank you. Thank you for the good luck. Welcome, by the way. Alright, so climb ladder is true when it's updating. See what happens. Camera's probably gonna freak out. Yeah, look at that. Camera's just noping out. Beautiful. Yeah, so it's kind of what I figured would happen. So if climb ladder is false, oh my god. Hold on. Let's unhook all this. Okay. Event tick, we're gonna print string. Print string. And I just want to know if ladder climb is true right now. Let's check that out. Alrighty. So false, true, false. Okay. Cool. That's, we'll actually get a better idea if we set this to duration 0. That'll just give us the active, whatever. Okay. So, yeah. On true, that's just, okay. Okay. Like, we kinda got it. Okay. But the camera, I'm not really understanding why my camera freaks out when we run along. Okay. Okay. I don't understand that. Hold on, I'll be right back. baby. Whisper sweet nothings in my ear. Oh. Okay, so we know that climbing ladders at least working. Alright, the next thing I kind of want to check is the player velocity, but I know... What is the interact button? Left shift. On keyboard. Okay. Okay, so we can do once. Do once. Mao Dev. W Game. Hi. Welcome. Welcome, Mao Dev. Hello. I know, we're getting a lot of people today. Did you come in through shorts, Mao Dev? I'm never sure how people find this. Never mind. What do you mean, never mind? Start closed. We can do once. Come in and say hi and then never mind. Well, never mind, you're high. Alright, so let's connect that, see what happens. Does my camera kind of go off on its own? Oh, hey, look at that. Thank you for the subscription. I didn't think that was working, in all honesty. Alright, let's see if the camera kind of goes away on its own now. Shouldn't. Alright. So minus 100. And then does that change the natural camera position? I think it does. If I do this a bunch of times, does the camera just get further and further away? Does it look like the camera's going further back? I can't really tell. Do once. Am I crazy? It doesn't look like the camera's really moving all that much. Oh, well, it never does reset, so... What if I do like minus 500, something noticeable? Okay. Well. Alright. So we can change that to 100. Alright. I'm gonna create another one. Minus, we'll try Y. Do something like 500. Okay. Alright, so we'll do 50 and do 100. Okay. Compile. Okay, we'll do 200. 200. Compile that. Go ahead and hit save. Okay. Set that to 25. Set you to 300. Compile. Okay, that's about what we want. Alright. That's great. So how do I reset it? Well, I need to okay, hold on. We need to go into the ladder. Change this, third person, ladder blueprint. Okay, we can close you. Alright, we're gonna hit variables, create a new one, call it ladder climb finish. Okay. And then we can actually take you, and once this is done, we'll reset that. Okay, I'm gonna move these out of the way. Move you up here. And, okay. Cool. So we got that. Got a ladder climb finish. We are going to trip this. Oh, I need to compile. I'm going to trip this over here. Ladder climb finish. Set ladder climb finish. Okay. We'll grab these. Is this our event tick? Excellent. Wait, we don't want to go off event tick. I want to go off of finished on this timeline. Okay. Take you. Ladder climb, finish climb. Do delay. Delay. Hold on. D-Y. Delay. 8.1. Okay. So we're going to delay for a second. We're going to set this back to false. Alright, so once that's finished, well, hold on. I can actually just set that. We'll go that way. Okay. Now, from here, we need to be able to reset this. So we're starting from a closed position. So we'll take our event tick. I'll break a sequence. Okay. We're gonna ladder climb finish. No, we're gonna set a branch. And if this shows true, get ladder climb finish. So if that's true, go ahead and reset that. Starting at false. Alright. The only thing we have to do is add 20. Is that 20 or 25? 20. And then we're going to add 300. Okay. Good. Compile, save, play. Excellent. Alright. I'd say that worked great. The hell's the character? Hold on. Okay, break that. Because that worked. Right? It just, I need to set it back afterwards. Does my access change while I'm doing that? I guess I don't necessarily need to check. So is that what happened? I went too far in? Might have been it. Hmm. Why is it doing that? It's minus 300. That's plus 300. Awkward indeed. So ladder climb, finish. It's got to be like going too far and not resetting properly. This camera's decided it's gonna do its own thing, I guess. So if ladder climb is false, ladder climb finish is always gonna be false. So we don't want to do that. So if ladder climb is false, we want to see if ladder climb finish is true. And then that should reset that. It's like going too far in. And then... Hold on. So let's break that reset. We can come up here. Okay. It's as if the access that camera is operating on changes after I leave the ladder. So am I setting world location? Hold on. Let's set CTION. I'm setting world rotation. Random people come and go. I know. It's kind of what streaming's like, man. It's all good though. Set actor relative location is what I'm looking for. Yeah. That's probably the problem I'm having. Okay. Follow camera. Alright. CATION. Set relative location. Since I'm doing world location, it's setting it based on the world, and since I'm moving so fast, it's giving me a different direction, which I don't want. That's why it's giving me weird results. We can get that. Okay. Yeah, so now it's all bizarre. I'm gonna just stick you right there, and we'll minimize that. So now I've got to zero everything out. Okay. Minor climb finish true, reset. Set relative rotation, or location. Once so that's done, we can reset that. Okay. Imagine if you didn't stumble on this golden channel. I know. Wouldn't have anybody to talk to right now. What the hell? Oh my god. Alright, let's break that. Let's go ahead and play it. You know what it's doing? It's setting... Okay, hold on. Where... There's third person character. Where's my third person map? Okay, so... Did I have this issue with the lantern? I don't think so. Content browser. It's like putting my camera along that spline as well. Which doesn't... Was there a camera fix on this? Reset velocity. Welcome back, CZ. Struggling with this camera. Okay. Let's turn all of let's remove all of this. Let's start fresh. Let's look at it from a new perspective. None of that's helping anyway. Ladder climb is necessary, but ladder climb finish isn't. Okay. Compile. Compile. Alright. This is where we're setting world location and rotation. Have you saw the new high quality video at CZ 734? No, I haven't. Man, I slept like all day. I'll probably open it while I'm driving tomorrow. They're gonna send me up into the mountains. Probably got like 4 or 5 hours drive time tomorrow. That's where I watch most of my stuff. Okay. So we're setting world location of the root component. Oh, come on. Okay. That shouldn't be making that big of a difference. Also, let's launch character 1A. Hmm. Why does it force my camera? I don't know. We could do our own camera in this. Do ladder cam. Ladder BP. Viewport camera. Geared towards cinematic usage. Okay, we'll set that to 90. Negative 90. We go into ladder BP. Okay. I want to set those to 0. Okay. just bring that back about there. How do I set render cam? Change camera V4. Get view target with blend. Camera blend time. Pass to player controller is valid. Target. Switch to a different camera. Set view target with blend. End overlap. Set view target with blend. Set view target. Hold on. I'll take what if I take you? Good. Follow. Get follow camera. Set transform. It's gonna be jarring to switch between cameras. Add local offset. So if we're adding a local offset, when we go to set that, and then on finished, we'll local offset. That'll be third. If it's local, that should be along the X. So we'll take X minus 1.38k subscribers. Nice. So do like a -20 because that's about where it was. Well, do once. You basically have 940. Did it grow? I mean, I feel like subscribers, for the most part, are kind of a vanity metric. It doesn't always dictate like how busy my streams are gonna be. Yeah, yeah, got a few more. Fentanyl has found the secret to growing on YouTube. So if I do once and then unfinished, I wouldn't say that. I think my channel's just different. Like I don't even really do Let's Plays anymore. Unfinished. Is that moving the camera back? Hold on. I think this is a better way to do it though. -40. There's Bailey. We were talking about you earlier in the stream. How you be? We miss you. We just said we miss you. We're not like talking smack or nothing. This ladder is not going very well. I think it is kind of pulling my camera a little bit further back each time. Good. Good. I'm glad you're good. Yeah, we were saying we don't see a whole lot of the original moderators anymore. Like Luke hasn't been by much. You've been busy. Yeah, I'm good. I'm beating my head against the wall with this fucking ladder, but you know, other than that, yeah, it's definitely going further back every time. So if I set that to like -300. You've been hanging out with your new boyfriend a little too much, so you were here. Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah. Every you know, everybody's got life. I'm just some random schmuck on the internet, so I don't really expect you to spend all your time here. Yeah, I'd say that's a little much. We're kind of just flying off. So unfinished. Okay, so we'll set you to reset, and then we'll add 300 to our delta location, and then unfinished we're gonna go here. I had somebody earlier in the stream tell me that my avatar was hot, so that made me feel good. And I think that works. It's a little jarring at the end there, but I think we got the camera fixed. I did it. Okay. Here's the other thing. Let's create an int or a float. We'll go there. So I'll just do that. We'll see what happens, because I should be able to alter the time through this. And that's not how that works. That's a way to do this. I do a track float. No. Hold on. I've done this before, I just don't remember how. Oh. Hey Bailey, are you still in New York, or did you end up in like a different state altogether? I thought you said you moved back. You clip me? That's alright. Clip me all you want, my guy. I don't mind. It's a funny one. Oh yeah? What is it? Okay, so I don't need this. I don't need the camera. We got the camera situation fixed. What I do need is to... Hold on. How to control timeline via a float. What did you upload it on? Now I gotta look. Timelines are probably not the solution if you want to interrupt halfway through two values. CZ, what did you upload the clip on? Okay, so I don't need Lantern. You can open this. Lantern BP. So we probably don't want to do a timeline. They're using the track. So we're going to do in range float in, not a random float. I want a float oh geez, how do I alright, hold on. So that's good in the end. Alright, so that's saying from 0 to the end We don't want... oh god, this got so much more complicated without using a timeline. Okay. Alright, so... yeah. That's alright. We can go... alright. No, I used that on the health bars. So... okay. Third person, BP... exit those out. UI... feedback UI... and on our graph, our health bar. So we do that in player blueprint. Luke! Holy hell, we thought you died. We've been saying we missed the Luke for so long. We missed you. Missed you and Bailey. Bailey's here, but I think she might have zoned out. We got everybody. And the worst part is your boss just called you. Oh no. That sucks. Bye, Data. Well, bye, Luke. Thanks for dropping in. Glad to know you're alive. We were worried. Oh yeah, you're working on an AI. Nice. We catch up on that later. Awesome. I want to learn about it. I want to learn about your AI, Luke. Okay, so in third person blueprint, I have a function for health. Okay. And this is where I normalize to range is what it is. So on ladder, we're going to normalize to range. Okay, max range will be 0. Max range will actually be our value here. Range minimum is going to be 0. And our value is going to have to be a trigger we pull off of something else. Okay, ladder climb, that's... So we activate our ladder. Alright, so we're on our ladder. All this is doing... Okay. Jesus Christ, this got so much more complicated. Alright, so end ladder climb. Okay. Where are we putting? Okay. A return value. Their max range being that. And then our value. Okay. Because this is previously using an alpha to say between 0 and the final endpoint of the spline. This is going to say between 0 and the final endpoint of the spline, I need to find the value equal to 1, or within a range pool of 1. Okay. And then this will take... Oh, okay. So we got a bunch of math we gotta figure out here. So the first thing I need to do... So we're gonna do gamepad input. That's for looking... Input turn, base turn rate, look R, movement, L access value. Okay. So let's pull an event tick. Let's grab our L access value. We'll add a reroute. And we'll do print string. Okay. Let's get our L access value. This is what I was using for the swing initially until I automated that. So it's going to be a 0 to 1. Okay. Nothing happens when we go to climb now. So, okay. So event tick, grab our ladder, our L access value. Let's find our ladder blueprint. Okay. We're gonna go from third person character. And grab our L access value. Get L access value. Okay. Now, I guess what we could do is we could take this plus, and then we'll say we'll create a new get call this ladder climb value. Okay. We'll break that pin. We'll grab this. We'll go ahead and do a print string. String. Okay. We're gonna get ladder climb. We're gonna plus by the access value, but we need to do this with an event tick. So we'll set ladder climb value. Okay. Compile. And that should not be printing string like that. We want to get our ladder climb value and we want to throw it in there. Compile, save. And we'll play. So that's going to slowly add up. And that's going to go down. That's going to allow us to go down the ladder. So up and down the ladder. Okay. So our value will be our ladder climb value. Okay. And then we'll go to climb ladder. Okay. Something happened. Hold on. What happened? So we're going to take our max value. Our range is going to be... Let's plug this in and figure out exactly what that is. $828. So theoretically, the way this is working, this should put me on the ladder. I should be able to start climbing to 838. Okay. It's not working like that. It's 0 to 1. So basically, if I took this alpha, right, and I set that to something like 400, that should put me about, or no, 0.5, because it should be a 0.1 value. So 0.5 should put me about halfway up this ladder. Okay. It did that. It's setting ladder climb. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. So basically this is saying ladder climb. Ladder climb is never turned off. Is interacting and I'll set ladder climb to true. Okay. So that's on an event tick. Ladder climb. It's true. I'll set world location. I can set gravity to 0. So the timeline was perpetually setting a value, which we're no longer doing. Ladder climb is never turned off. Interacting. That becomes false the second I leave. Okay, hold on. So that becomes false the second I leave the interacting space. So we'll turn it here. Alright, so ladder climb. Climb ladder. We're gonna move a long distance, 0.5. Okay, that taking into account that that whole portion isn't even working right now. Okay, well let's take you and see what we're getting there. Okay. So basically, which that's a lot. So we're gonna take that and times it by 2. Okay. Let's see what we get for that. Okay. Times it by 10. So this will eventually be ladder speed. Alright, so technically, if I go over here, well, that's the other issue, isn't it? So I want to set under an event tick if we'll do a branch. Alright, so let's say ladder climb. I gotta pull off of you. Ladder climb is false. We will set ladder climb value to 0. Okay. It should be 0. Oh wait. What am I pulling? Pulling something else. Let's take a look at our ladder climb value. That's okay. So not in the return value. What we want to do is L-axis value times ladder climb value I need to stop my playing. Okay. Gonna take our ladder climb. Okay. Take you. Set our ladder climb value that way. And we'll get our ladder climb value. Okay. Holy hell. That is gonna crash something. Alright, but ladder climb is true. If it's false... Wait. If ladder climb is false, set ladder climb value to 0. Okay. There we go. Okay. Ladder climb value be 0. Normalize. I don't even want to normalize that range. Do I? Yeah. So compile and save and play. And then basically yeah. So that's the problem we're facing. As this statement becomes false, so we don't want to climb ladder when interacting. We want to do this. We want to set ladder climb to true. So once that's true, we'll set ladder climb to true. And then we will event tick climb ladder. Okay. So under climb ladder, we're going to branch. Do we even need to branch? We're branching there. So if ladder climb interacting is true, saying the player hits X at that scenario. Set ladder climb to true. If ladder climb is true, then we want to go ahead and set world location based on this. And while it's an event tick, it's going to perpetually set my world location. Unlike that, where it yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to all the time be right there connected to the fucking thing. I need a branch here. Branch. If ladder climb is true. If ladder climb is true. Okay. Yep. Okay. So that's going to set me a little too far into the ground. But I can climb the ladder now. Okay, what a jumbled fucking mess. Alright, hold on. Yeah, about 3 seconds into a tutorial, we got what we needed, and then trying to fix a giant mess over here. Oh, God. Alright, climbing ladder. And climbing ladder. I don't need this is unnecessary. Okay. So if ladder climb is false, ladder climb value will be set to 0. Oh, this is gonna be... It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't want to do this tonight. Probably just gonna go back to other things. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be. It's gonna be the end of this stream. I got it kind of working. I set a bunch of values. We'll finish this letter up tomorrow. But yeah, if you're new here, consider subscribing or following. And thanks for watching.